Diolch yn fawr iawn I ti, Owen, a bore da I bob un o'na chi yma. Mae'n hyfryd bod yma yng nghanolfan yr egin I lansio manifesto Plaid Cymru ar gyfer yr etholiad Comisiynydd Heddlu a Throsedd fis nesaf. Manifesto pellgyrhaeddol, manifesto uchelgeisiol efo lles diogelwch a chyfiawnder I bobl Cymru wrth I galon o. Mae'n addas iawn am sawl rheswm yn bod ni yn cwarfod yn Sir Gaerfyrddin. Y bore yma nid yn unig oherwydd record arbennig Dafydd Llywelyn o gyflawni dros bobl dyfed Powys, ond da ni ddim yn bell yn fan hyn o Gastell Dinefwr. Ac o'r fan honno, wrth gwrs, y bu Hywel dda yn teyrnasu dros y deheubarth, ac rydyn ni yn ei gofio fo hyd heddiw fel pensaer y syniad o gyfreithiau Cymreig, a'r rheini wedi gwreiddio mewn tegwch ac mewn cyfiawnder. Felly na nid rhywbeth newydd ydy'r egwyddor y dyla yn cenedl ni gael I llais I hun dros faterion o gyfraith a threfn, ond hen syniad sy'n heiddi bywyd newydd bydd pobl Cymru. Friends, the manifesto that we are launching today isn't just an ambitious and wide-ranging programme of policies, it's a statement of principle that Welsh justice is best served in Welsh hands. This is a principle which I know our four excellent candidates, Anne Griffith for the North Wales Police area, Dennis Clark for South Wales, Donna Cushing for Gwent, and last but not least, the current Police and Crime Commissioner for Dyfed Powys, Dafydd Llywelyn, are proud to stand on. They, like me, are frustrated at the complicated mess, frankly, that is our current justice system, a nonsensical setup, frankly, which sees some of the policy levers for reducing crime resting with us here in Wales, in our Senedd, whilst others are still held by Westminster. That means our justice system is trying to and having to face in two directions. Now, in the past decade, 3 independent commissions have all fully supported recommendations to simplify the criminal justice system by transferring all powers to Wales, including most recently the Independent Commission on the Constitutional Future for Wales. So this isn't simply a pledge by Plaid Cymru, a renewal of our commitment, a long-standing commitment to a distinct Welsh justice system, but also a plea to the London parties, a plea for whoever forms the next UK government to act with compassion and common sense and to give us those powers to forge a Welsh way of policing. If we can turn to the second key pillar of the manifesto, the age-old issue of fair funding. By stealth, the UK government has been transferring more and more of the burden of paying for the police from central government to local taxpayers. This isn't just unfair, it's counterproductive too. We've experienced a decade and more of Tory cuts, a decade in which Wales's police forces have been increasingly underfunded by the police funding formula at Westminster, with Wales getting less than its fair share of police funding per head of the population. Now, the impact of this is that we in Wales have had to increase the policing element of council tax by greater than inflation just to maintain the same services. Now, at the same time, we've seen Labour government in Cardiff cutting its support for policing. The Wales Police Schools programme sees the police engaging with young people to try to divert them away from becoming involved in crime at a young age. It's a good, long-term form of crime prevention. And after Labour decided to cut it, what Plaid Cymru is committed to refreshing it and indeed to enhancing it, expanding it to further education colleges and universities. And what about the visibility of the police on our streets, the third pillar of Plaid Cymru's vision for justice and policing in Wales? By and large, people tell me, they tell all of us that they miss the reassurance of regularly seeing what we traditionally call the bobbies on the beat in their local community. Now, regrettably, the Labour Welsh Government have also reduced funding for police community support officers, PCSOs, a stripping back of a vital asset in neighbourhood policing teams. Dwi eisoes wedi crybwyll record arbennig Comisiynydd Heddlu a Throsedd Powys, Dafydd Llywelyn. Dyma chi ddim ond un enghraifft i chi o'r gwaith rhagorol mae wedi wneud. Do, mae llafur wedi torri cyllid ar gyfer PCSOs, swyddogion cymorth cymunedol yr Heddlu, ond mae Dafydd wedi llwyddo i gynnal y nifer o swyddogion yn ardal Dyfed Powys gweitha y pwysau ariannol. Dan arweinyddiaeth Dafydd, mae Heddlu Dyfed Powys hefyd wedi cyflwyno seilwaith CCTV, 155, dwi'n meddwl, o gamerau mewn 24 tre wahanol yn helpu ymchwilio i fwy na 3,000 o achosion bob blwyddyn. Ac nid dyna'r cyfan, fel Comisiynydd mae Dafydd wedi cynyddu'r nifer o heddweision i 1,300 swyddog, 150 yn fwy na phan gafodd ei ethol yn 2016, 15% o gynnydd yn erbyn y llif ariannol. Dyna ddangos gwerth bwrw pleidlais dros Blaid Cymru ar yr ail o fai, ac o ethol Comisiynydd sy'n rhoi lles a diogelwch y gymuned ar frig i agenda bob amser. Gyfeillion mae Plaid Cymru bob amser wedi ymdrechu i roi llais i gymunedau ym mhob cwr o'n cenedl ni, ac mae hynny'n wir wrth drafod cyfraith a threfn hefyd. Da ni'n cydnabod ag yn deall fod yna wahaniaeth sylfaenol weithiau rhwng plismona ardaloedd trefol a gwledig, bod heriau unigryw ynghlwm a heddlua cefn gwlad. Mae rhain yn cynnwys y pellter y syml iawn rhwng lleoliadau, a'r ffaith bod boblogaeth ar wasgar sy'n aml yn effeithio wedyn ar pa mor weledol ydy'r heddlu. Mae dwy'n offer ffarm, ymosodiadau ar dda byw, yn fygythiadau cyson a real. Mae ffigurau gan yr NFU wedi dangos cynnydd mawr yng nghost troseddu o'r fath dros y blynyddoedd diwetha. A dyna pam gnaeth Comisiynwyr Heddlu a Throsedd Plaid Cymru 2 ohonyn nhw efo'i gilydd sefydlu tima troseddu gwledig yng Ngogledd Cymru a Dyfed Powys, rhywbeth y byddan ni'n ei ehangu i fod yn dîm Cymru gyfan, efo'r bwriad o recrwtio swyddogion o'r gymuned amaethyddol sy'n deall yr heriau. Friends, at the heart of Plaid Cymru's vision for the future of justice and policing in Wales is a focus on prevention of crime and protection of victims. Our long-held belief in the power of restorative justice runs through this manifesto, underpinned by the need to understand the victim's perspective always of how to repair the damage caused by the original crime. And the need to reduce reoffending is more urgent than ever before. Around 1 in 4 prisoners in Wales and England go on to reoffend after being released. That's why Plaid Cymru wants to increase restorative justice programmes to include adults as well as youth justice, using the problem-solving courts model as proposed by the Thomas Commission on Justice in Wales. Yn ola ac yn allweddol, mae'n rhaid rhoi sylw i sefyllfa menywod yn benodol o fewn y system gyfiawnder bresennol. Does na ddim carchar i fenywod yng Nghymru. Mae hyn yn golygu bod unrhyw ddedfryd dan glo yn gorfod cael ei gwblhau dros y ffin, yn torri cyswllt pobl efo'i milltir sgwar, yn effeithio ar allu teulu i ymweld ac efo effaith amlwg wrth gwrs ar ddarpariaethau gwasanaethau drwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg. Mae mwyafrif y deddfrydau yma yn rhai byr. Ar un llaw, dyn nhw ddim yn effeithiol iawn wrth leihau trosedd, ac ar y llaw arall, maen nhw'n cael effaith gymdeithasol sylweddol tu hwnt. Plaid Cymru eisiau gwella'r dealltwriaeth o pam fod rhai menywod yn troseddu yn y lle cyntaf. Mi fydda Comisiynydd Plaid Cymru yn peilota canolfanna cymunedol newydd i ferched i gefnogi troseddwyr benywaidd. Ond yn bwysicach fyth, mae'n rhaid cryfhau hawliau menywod fel dioddefwyr. Heb Blaid Cymru a gwaith rhagorol y cyn-aelod seneddol Elfyn Llwyd yn San Steffan, fyddai ganddo ni mor fath beth a chyfraith yn erbyn stelcian. Mae mrwymiad yn plaid ni wynebu'r her o drais yn erbyn menywod a merched yn glir. Mae'n rhaid gwneud mwy i warchod dioddefwyr a chreu diwylliant lle mae'r rhai sy'n yn ddigon dewr i fynd at yr heddlu yn cael eu credu. Friends, society won't be truly safe until it feels safe and just for everyone. Everyone has a fundamental right to live in their communities without fear of crime, without fear of persecution, abuse or discrimination. Plaid Cymru's pursuit of that principle is clearly set out in the programme before you today. So my message is clear. Both Labour and Conservatives have failed Wales on justice and policing. So for a justice system which meets Welsh problems with Welsh solutions, for a clear focus on preventing crime and preventing re-offending, and for communities where the police are visible, trusted and effective wherever you may live, vote Plaid Cymru on May the 2nd. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chi. Da ni wedi bod yn ffodus iawn dros y blynyddoedd i allu pwyntio at record ein Comisiynydd Heddlu a Throsedd yn ymarferol. Am pleser i ydy cyflwyno Dafydd Llywelyn, Comisiynydd Heddlu a Throsedd ar ymgeisydd yn ardal Heddlu Dyfed Powys.